the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. The Magic again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Looking at where they've been, guys, where they're headed right now, hard to say exactly considering they have not played that well.
Yeah, and they've just looked sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive. And you just things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game. And Greg, people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
I mean, we have roughly half a season left to play. Yet people love to talk about sports, period, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual award out there.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Bamba's shot is off. Pass to Tate. Back to Gordon. Some nice passing there by Houston. Now here's Porter. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And they're on the break. To the wing on the left. And here's Harris from the arc. Porter pulls it in.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And Wendell Carter Jr., not the biggest center, Greg, listed at 6'10". In fact, most reports would have him pegged at 6'9".
And Carter Jr. plays like a 7-footer. Got that 7'4" wingspan and great head on his shoulders that levels the playing field with his height.
Here's Anthony. Following the score by Houston. Pass to Bamba. Carter left side. Lock at 6. Lets it fly. And that one hits back iron. On the wing, Porter. Back to Gordon. Inside. Stolen by Carter. Pass to Bamba. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, it's fairly obvious, but it's important that Bamba stays healthy so he can keep improving. I mean, his skill set and physical tools both are very impressive. His upside is way up.
The Magic making a switch here. And so he hits both. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
It'll be a long day for them if they keep this up.
Here's Wagner. Good work there as it goes.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Magic knocking down the tray. Here's Porter. Stolen.
Houston.
And there.
trouble. I'm coming with double. And then I'm bursting your bubble. Doing whatever I want, whenever I want to. Paper beside me, I'm always ready to rumble. Oh, around acting like a fool, begging on my dope. Oh, I see you last week. You tried to pass me. You ain't no athlete. Doing what I want to do makes me comfortable. I'ma count these hundreds blue with no regards to you. I be out of pocket, I be acting rude. Think I gotta chill, check my attitude. When you gon' start acting brand new, baby girl, you know that's what them bands do. I be out of pocket, I be acting rude. Think I gotta chill, check my attitude. When you gon' start acting brand new, baby girl, you know that's what them bands do. Ooh, I've been trying to keep my cool. Late nights posted in the stool. Money making moves, don't know what to choose, don't know what to do, don't know what to do. You don't really want me, you just wanna be in all my videos. No, think you gotta go, acting like a model, never walked before. So, it's your love, never seen it on when well I could. Now you wanna girl, but what's good? No, you think I be out of pocket, I be acting rude. Think I gotta chill, check my attitude. When you gon' start acting brand new.
Here live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David. The Hornets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
You know, during the win streak, it hadn't been just one guy. The starters, the bench unit, the coaching staff, everybody's at the top of their game right now.
Yeah, and I don't see them cooling off anytime soon. I mean, it's going to take a very special effort to take these guys down when they're on a roll like this.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Rozier. Into the lane. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
And I think that's where it starts, guys. Neither team a playoff factor. But you work your way up the ladder team by team. And this is really one matchup they feel very confident with.
Now, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is Dan. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I tell you one thing. Himself and his abilities. And that's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
And Wendell Carter Jr., not the biggest center, Greg, listed at 6'10". In fact, most reports would have him pegged at 6'9".
And Carter Jr. plays like a 7-footer. Got that 7'4" wingspan and great head on his shoulders that levels the playing field with his height.
Plumlee. And he lays it straight in.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Now, here's ball. From deep. Rebounded by Anthony.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Wagner. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Plumlee. Launches a 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Hayward. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career.
Hayward hits them both. And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much to win a championship.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Charlotte making the switch. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Hornets trail by 3. And it's ball penetrating. That one good for 2.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
Outside Anthony. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. To the middle. On the wing, Bridges. .110 left in the first. 6 to shoot. Oubre outside. Fires the 3. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, you can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Cole Anthony.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
The Magic trail by 4. Wagner with it. Now defended by Oubre. Here's Okeke. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Ball from long range. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Wagner missing. Down low. Pass to Richards. Looking for Bridges. He gets it there. Oubre outside. Now, here's Washington. Here's Ball. And oh my, what a slam right at the buzzer.
And how about the use of that final possession? Perfect.
It's real simple. When you get that close, didn't want to risk a bad bounce, just punch it home.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Hornets on top, up by 4. And back in a... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The Magic trail by 4. Here's Wagner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with first. You think of his iconic bank shot. Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. Pass to Washington. Ball's knocked loose. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Wagner. Anthony. And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got 6.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Nice shot there by Bamba.
You know, he possesses both an inside and outside game, does Mo Bamba. And because of that, he's a headache when he's knocking down jumpers. Anthony. Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Checking in for the away team.
Now Hayward. This game he had 10 points. Takes it inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
You know, one thing about Hayward, he maintains an aggressive mindset. He wants to keep pressure on the defense constantly by attacking the basket.
Free throw good from Hayward. You know, Hayward, like a lot of NBA players, is a pretty serious gamer in his free time off the court.
And you know what, Kevin? There are some people that think video... I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I do know there are worse ways to rest up and keep yourself ready for the next real game than what Hayward was doing.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
16.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. Outside, Martin. Pass to Plumlee. A second chance. Effort. No good. Shot missing. Orlando leading. Carter outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted.
Hayward outside. Clock at 6. Inside. Washington. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Hayward on the wing. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting to it.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
To the paint. Bamba inside. The Magic again can't hit. Charlotte in the lead. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's Martin missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Carter.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
1:25 left to play in the first half. Rozier with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here is Anthony. Out to Carter. To end the drought. That one doesn't go. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game.
Bridges shot. Good.
You know, we've seen Bridges knock down threes, but I think this is his sweet spot. That 15 to 19-foot range.
43 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Richards for 3. And it's Miles Bridges with the 3. Bridges got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. First one falls for him.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. They get a hand on it. Here are the Magic now. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Hornets ball. Substitution for the away team. Mason Plumlee.
7 seconds left now here in the second. Now, here's Rozier. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hornets lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's ball. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
On the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here.
Assisted.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
And he gets it to go.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Over in the corner, Rozier. Throws it up high. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Teams changing it up here. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And Wagner has it in the corner. Cans it from downtown.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Ladies looking for athletes.